Hey, what's up, guys? Just so you know, respect trans kids, affirm trans rights, stand with Ukraine, Black Lives Matter. This is not so YouTube approves the video. This is because we stand with these causes. Spread in your community love, peace, and happiness. Black Lives Matter, stand with Ukraine. Trans visibility is valid. Hey, you see that? That's our first international arrest in Canada. Oh, you see that? That's our arrest in our 42nd state in Delaware. YouTube's censoring channels like this left and right. If you want to keep this movement alive, consider joining locals in the pinned comment. You can see all of these uncensored, no filter, for only $7 a month. And you can keep this movement alive and spite big tech. Choice is yours. You can support the group that has an arrest in 42 different states in 2 countries. You can see catches like the fire lieutenant, which I can't post publicly until after his trial. You can see all Stinghouse content that I think is too spicy for here, plus much, much more. Contribute directly to getting these people off the streets. Keep yourself entertained, keep us going, join locals, pin comment. What's up, guys? Before this video starts, be sure to follow us on all platforms, including on Rumble, which you can find in the pinned comment. This platform has been giving a lot of people like us a lot of problems lately, and Rumble is a lot more receptive to free speech and whatnot. So be sure to follow us on Rumble. Any video on here you can also find on Rumble, and if you're looking for a video and can't find it on here, it'll be on our Rumble. So be sure to follow us on Rumble in the pinned comment. Like the video. What's up, guys? A lot of you guys may know about the Gordon Flowers hoodie. However, we also have a Fried Pickles hoodie, as you can see right here, and Gordon Flowers sweatshirts that you can get in many, many different colors. Show your support for the Gordon Flowers movement and the PP movement by getting one of these. I can tell you they are very, very comfortable. Like, in all seriousness, they are, and I actually do wear them. So be sure to get one of these and enjoy the video. This channel is a group of investigative journalists who make educational documentaries showcasing and educating society, especially parents and legal guardians, about potential scenarios that result from young people and adults conversating online if left unchecked. We conduct thorough interviews with consenting adults in an attempt to understand their perspective on why they partake in these conversations online with people that are not of age. The goal of the interviews in these videos and the videos themselves is to gain an understanding of the perspective of the individual being interviewed, so parents and the rest of society can be educated and aware of potential thought processes and desires of adults online to unsupervised persons not of age. These videos are not to cyberbully, harass, degrade, accuse, or threaten any individuals partaking in the interview process or in the video itself. We do not condone any of these actions. These videos are strictly educational, and we grant full permission for academia, which is any classroom setting or in scholarly papers, to show or cite our videos. To ensure that these videos are strictly used for educational purposes, we strictly adhere to YouTube's community guidelines, such as not revealing someone's personally identifiable information, in other words, PII. YouTube defines personally identifiable information as their home address, email addresses, signing credentials, phone numbers, passport number, medical records, or bank account information. We thoroughly look at and edit our videos to ensure that none of this information about any individual is shown in our videos. To ensure extra privacy for each person that is a subject of an interview in any of our videos, as of September 1st, 2022, to thoroughly comply with YouTube's harassment and bullying policy, there will be no mention or information about the last name or first name of any person interviewed in our videos. Due to potentially illegal activities discussed in our videos, law enforcement in the respective jurisdiction we conduct these interviews in is notified of each interview and video filmed by us. We are not accusing any individual interviewed of being guilty or committing a crime. That is the job of law enforcement. We are not vigilantes, and we do not condone vigilantism or vigilante behavior, such as taking the law into your own hand or not notifying law enforcement when a suspected crime takes place. We are investigative journalists. Trigger warning. Some of what can be discussed in these videos can be sensitive to some, emotional, or stressful. The only goal of these videos is to educate the public. At the end of each video, as of September 1st, 2022, there will be an educational portion at the end to discuss what was talked about in the video and to discuss what people can take from that video and learn from and tell others about. Our goal here is to bring awareness and educate the public. Now the video will start. We're filming for safety reasons. I can be sure we're not here to hurt you. Can you remove your mask? Appreciate it, man. Like, you just keep it off. I mean, nobody's sick here.
I live with a cancer patient.
Okay. Can we go talk in the back so nobody really can hear us or see us?
Sure.
Okay, because I don't want to, like, have people interfering with this crap. You know what I mean? Just keep it between us. So you're a Marine Corps veteran?
Yes, sir.
Awesome, man. Hey, man, thank you for your service.
If you want, we can go somewhere private to talk.
Somewhere in this complex?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, man, I just think we kind of talk about what happened.
Oh, dude, we're not cops, man, but I think it's probably best we just, you know, talk about it like this, you know what I mean? Because we both know what was said. So, other than this, how's your day going?
Oh, this is something I was never expecting to do anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know why I decided to do this.
Just kind of spur of the moment.
You have no idea.
Got it. Kind of got a little bit carried away.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel you, man. It happens. You don't have any wife or girlfriend, do you?
No, I live with family.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I definitely don't want them finding out about this. Oh, dude, fuck off. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
The reason why they're doing illegal mechanics.
Oh, illegal mechanic stuff?
Yeah.
Jesus.
So they said,
Oh my God. Oh, no filming. All right, well, they can go call the cops on us then if they are so mad about illegal filming, morons. Yeah, so who do you live with?
I live with my sister.
Oh, okay. Is she like the cancer patient?
No,
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Oop. Should keep the garage open for safety reasons, but okay. Pretty lengthy thing here. So, I mean, obviously you're a good dude taking care of your family, man, okay? So we should just get this addressed, you know, just figure it out, all right? So, before we get into anything, like, how old is Emily?
that I'm aware of, I believe 13 or 14.
Okay, well, what did she tell you in the messages?
It's
I think she told you 11 or 12.
changed.
Okay, I think she said 11, then she said 12.
But also, from when I followed her on Twitter, said a lot older.
Oh, okay.
No.
Well, that was to keep her account up,
That,
so she doesn't
so
get banned.
I'm not sure exactly what.
You were just aware she was too young? Okay. So did you think, so she told you 11 here, and then she said she turned 12 yesterday, right?
Did she?
Well, she said, like, you know, hey, y'all haven't talked in a few months. She said she turned 12, you know. Remember her saying that?
I'd have to
Okay.
check.
Okay, do you remember her telling you 11 here?
Was that the beginning when we met? Or?
Yeah, I'm glad you remember that.
Think so.
Okay. You just knew that, again, you just knew that she was younger, way young, like underage young? Okay. So, I mean, you seem like a good dude. I mean, you served in our Marine Corps and stuff like that. I mean, you know, this seems something that just kind of happened. I mean, when did this type of stuff kind of start for you, man?
Think about, well, for her,
No, just, I mean, you know what I'm referring to.
well, I met the message when I said the girl, when she was 16, I was really young. I was 19, 20.
Okay.
And that was pretty much,
Well, when did you, so how old are you now, 36? Okay. So when did the gap start to widen? Like, you know, here you are with,
just, I believe, right around the time I met her.
around the time you met Emily? Okay. I mean, when did the online, I mean, is there a timetable the online stuff started for you? Because it kind of turned into this. So, I mean, when did you start to get curious online about this type of stuff?
Maybe about a year or two before I met her.
Okay. So,
Just pretty much it was curious at the beginning.
just a taboo thing? Okay. So, basically 2 years ago is when kind of the underage curiosity started? Okay. So, how many girls that you talked to that were younger ladies under 18 were in like the DFW area? Besides Emily?
I think she's the only one.
Okay. Where were the other ones from?
One claimed she was from the Philippines.
How old was she?
She never really said.
Well, how did...
She looked young, but I had a feeling she might have been a little older. Was using it as a what's the word I'm looking for? Role play.
Okay.
Because I've met a few that look younger, but were much older.
Okay. So it's like a combination of like adults and kids you talk to? Okay. So how many adults do you think you've talked to online since this kind of stuff started?
Probably a majority of them.
Majority, okay.
They just look young.
Got it, got it. So this is just kind of a preference for you then? This just kind of fetish fantasy thing?
Pretty much.
Okay. So how many actual, besides Emily and the chick in the Philippines, how many other of these younger ladies under 18 were actually under 18, you think?
I really can't say. Maybe one other.
Okay. Do you remember who she was or where she was from?
I knew she was from the Philippines, and she's actually trying to get me to fly out there.
How old was she?
I'd say maybe 15, 16.
And she was, so she told you that? Okay.
But I don't have the funds to fly anywhere.
Right.
I had to miss out on 3 funerals.
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
fly anywhere.
Okay. I mean, I know how the online stuff gets. I mean, were you just basically dumb and have to pay that chick money in the Philippines? I know how they operate.
Probably.
Okay, the 15-year-old, you paid her some money.
If I'd flown out.
Huh?
If I'd flown out.
Well, I mean, did you just pay her money, like saying, I'm
No.
going to help you?
No,
Okay.
she kept asking for it.
She kept asking for money? Okay. Were the conversations with her just kind of the same level of just kind of like talk?
Pretty much.
Okay. Did y'all exchange photos? Like, did you send her a photo? Did she send you a photo?
Just what she had on her profile, but because they felt so stock. I just felt like, okay, nothing, I'm done with this.
Okay.
Because I felt like they're using other photos.
Okay. So what apps did you use to basically communicate? I don't know, Facebook, Twitter, or where else?
That's all I got.
Telegram at all?
Like when Emily asked me to Telegram, I didn't know what the that was.
Okay. Instagram?
I don't use Instagram.
Okay. Did you delete Instagram?
No, I've never.
Just Facebook and Twitter? Okay. So hello there, found you on Twitter. Maybe if we could chat, maybe we could be friends. So that's how you found Emily on Twitter. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Through another, just when you scroll through stuff, it popped up, and I was like, let me just try.
Okay. So do you just kind of like message pretty much everybody on Twitter?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. So how many of those people that you messaged do you think were accounts at least representing themselves as underage?
Well, half of them, I don't even know if they're real accounts.
Right, but how many were just saying like, oh, I'm 15, I'm this, them, they, them?
Don't
Or...
say
Okay, well, how many do you think said age?
if it was a real age, maybe a handful.
Maybe what's a handful like?
Like 8 or 9, maybe.
Okay.
If they're real.
You just didn't know if they were real or not. Okay. Did they talk to you? Did you just try to say hi to them? Okay. What was the youngest age they were representing themselves as?
Say maybe 13.
13. Okay. And you just try to strike up a conversation with all of them? Okay.
And then as soon as you do, like, the pictures would change, ages would change, and then it'd be a whole different account.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you mind, like, at least just kind of making it to where I can hear you? Because I'm hard of hearing, and like, come on. I mean, none of us are sick here. You're fine. Appreciate it, man. Okay. So with Emily, I mean, there's a lot to go through here, and obviously you feel pretty bad about it, which I appreciate, because there are some people that truly do they'll love this type of stuff, and I can tell you don't want to be this way, man. So you just want to be honest about what was going to happen, or do we have to kind of just go through everything?
No.
Okay. You just want to be ready to be honest about it? Okay, well, what was the plan here?
I just wanted to take naughty photos of her and possibly try to have sex with her.
Possibly, or
if I made it that far after that.
if she was okay with it?
I don't, even with when I did date, I never pressured.
Okay, so you were leaving it up to her to have sex. Okay.
If she said no, we would just hung out.
Okay. So basically what you wanted to do, though, was have sex and take naughty photos.
If it went that far, if not.
Basically, that's what you wanted, and you were just going to see if that's what she wanted? Okay. Well, I respect that, man. I mean, there are out there, and you're not one of that. They teach you that in the Marine Corps to be, like, respectful?
I'm sorry.
Did they teach you like that in the Marine Corps to
No,
be like...
that's how I've always been.
Okay. When did you serve in the Marines?
05 to 13.
Did you like go overseas?
I did.
Where at?
Iraq.
Did you see any combat?
I did.
Oh man. So do you have like PTSD?
I do.
All right. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, man. What did you do over there, if I may ask? What was your role?
I trained Iraqi police and went on patrols.
Okay. What did you like patrol? Like, were you in Baghdad or
Fallujah.
Fallujah? Okay. Jeez. All right.
Between Fallujah and Ramadi and the Triangle of Death.
Man, so even after your service, you're still patrolling for vulnerable kids. So
Well,
just try to lighten the mood, buddy.
I have, which is why I don't know even why I did this with her, because in the past I've actually protected kids from this.
Right. Right.
I don't know why I decided to do it with her.
Do you think maybe your PTSD just kind of triggered something to do this?
Who knows? Who knows? I really don't.
Okay, so here she said she was 11. You said happy belated 11th birthday, by the way. And then you said you were 30.
I usually stick with just 30, because sometimes if you just tell them what the actual age is, even people my age will.
So both of us pose as younger here. Okay.
But I don't go any younger than 30 though.
Well, you do, but
No,
like not with
exactly.
your age. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Because even with girls that I've dated, if I told them I was older than 30,
Yeah, well,
they cut it off right there and then.
I don't know why anybody would think you're older than 30. Just look. Oh, yeah,
Great.
yeah. Okay. So you said you were from Texas. Have you always lived in DFW?
Yes.
Okay. Where originally are you from?
Urban.
Okay. Because you seem like a fun, adorable young lady. So, I mean, these chats were very graphic. I mean, these were just like,
I know.
I mean, these were just, and you know, you're mature enough and honest enough that we can just call it for what it is, man, and that I really appreciate. But something had to trigger this. So you said, would you want to play with Barbies, play dress up, cuddle in my lap and watch movies, take photos? I mean, full and well. I mean, your intention was to produce child today. You're aware that's exactly what that was, right? Okay. Did the term like child pop up in your mind when you said you were going to take photos of her and?
No, because in the past I've actually been a photographer.
Oh, you were a photographer. Okay. But these weren't. I mean, did you do photo shoots in the past?
Yes.
Okay. Was it with both adults and minors, or just
Adults.
adults? Okay. Did any minors come to you to like do a photo shoot?
One did it long ago.
Okay. Did she have like parents' permission?
Yes.
How old was she?
I didn't know her
Okay.
well enough. But she had just turned 16 at the time, and she's trying to get a job as a model, and I
Okay.
talked to her parents saying, oh, well, we need this, we need that. And she came to me because she knew I was a friend of a friend and felt more comfortable with me doing it
Oh, okay.
than the guy that they wanted.
So it wasn't like a type of thing. It was just more just a job opportunity. Okay. Well, that makes a lot more sense. So these were photos of this 16-year-old, but this was all with permission. Okay. When did you take those of her?
I never
Oh, you never did?
did.
She didn't like pay you to do it?
Oh, they offered.
They offered?
I didn't feel comfortable doing that.
Okay.
Then
At the time. How long ago was that?
17 years ago.
17 years ago. So when you were 20, no, actually 19? You weren't comfortable doing that at 19 years old?
At the time, I just lost my father, and I just joined the service.
Oh, okay.
I was,
Got it. So, wish I could see you in it. I just wear my boxers. Okay. Did you end up asking her for photos too?
not that I remember asking her.
Okay, not back in August. Okay. Well,
If I did, I don't remember.
right. You just remember talking very to her. Okay. I enjoy your talks and love your photos. I wish I could put them in my lap and hold you. Do you like older men or boys your age? And she did say, like, do you like girls my age? And you said yes.
Well, mostly because I was talking to her.
Mm-hmm.
But I actually prefer older. It was just, thanks to COVID, I really haven't gone out.
Right. So you kind of got carried away with the internet. Okay. So you said, I'd undress you so you could feel my hand on your bare. Then I'd kiss it after I was done spanking you. And you said, would you want to be natty too? Or naughty too? Such a bad girl, I need to spank you. So is this also kind of what you would want to do if she was cool with it?
Honestly, I don't know. I just kind of got carried away with the conversation.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, today you wanted to have sex and take photos. So, I mean, with this...
Then it's just nice to talk to someone.
Okay. Wish we could have slept together. I would have just have you in just panties. She said, hee, yeah. And you said, of course, I would have taken those off you, too. She says, hee, why? And you said, because I want you in my arms. I'd like to kiss every inch of you. And you said, wish you could send me a pic of you in your cutest panties. She says, hee. And you said, I'd kiss your young, sweet lips. And you said, wishing I was playing with you. So, I mean, you know, I get a lot of this is fantasy, but fantasies are obviously stuff you want to carry out. I mean...
I'm sorry, I'm always watching those neighbors.
Suspect.
Have it.
I mean, basically, you know, this is pretty general. Taking photos is pretty general. I mean, is all of this stuff kind of what you wanted to do with her if she was like, if it went that far, if she was cool with it?
Probably.
Okay. So if I could see you, I would kiss you all over. Hope you don't mind me asking, do you have any cute swimsuit pics or underwear pics you can share? So, I mean, basically, like, you know, we can call a spade here. And look, man, none of us are judging you for any of these terms I'm about to use, all right? Hear the messages for a second, and thank God it didn't happen, but, and I don't think you'll ever do this again, but basically, what you want to do is basically this little girl, right? If we're going to use that term.
Yes.
Okay, so that was your plan there to her?
With permission, I don't...
Right. I know there's a difference between forcing, but if we're calling it what it is, it's child. I mean, we're both not stupid, man. I mean, look, I'm not mad at you, man. I don't care. Like, it is what it is. But that's pretty much what all of this is. And that's pretty much what your plan was, wasn't it? If she was cool with it.
Yeah.
All right.
So how do we proceed from here?
Well, I just kind of want to address why some of the stuff was said, because, you know, this takes a lot. But being that you are a veteran with PTSD, I think the last thing you need is trouble, man. I think just some help, because this sounds desperate and depraved, man. And I know you're not really like that. You turned like that, but something made you like this. She sent a picture of her in a bikini. You said, "Oh, that's hot." And you said, "You have a body I want to kiss so bad." And you said, "I'd take that top off and suck on your nipples too." I wish I could make you my girlfriend. I wish I could hold you in my arms. I wish I could see you naked. And he said, "How do I get to you without your parents knowing? For now, the only way to see you through..." You said, "I wish I could see you naked." Then he said, "How do I get to you without your parents knowing? For now, the only way to see you is through here." So is that not asking for...
She never said anything.
Okay. So is that...
I don't remember that I said that.
Okay.
I guess I did say that.
Yeah. Do you think it's kind of leaving it up to her to send then?
I didn't realize I said that.
Well, I mean, it was... To be fair, it was 7 months ago. So, I mean, what was, like, say this goes through, what was your plan? I mean, was it to just kind of pump and dump her, just be done after one time, or are you trying to be a friend to her, just make sure, you know, hang out with her multiple times? Like, what was your thought process here?
Honestly, I don't know.
Just see where it would go?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, what did you want to happen after this, if it went through?
I honestly don't know.
Okay. Well, I mean, were you just gonna use her and leave her? Were you gonna see her again? Be there for what did you want with Emily, besides to just have sex? I mean, did you want anything more than sex, or did you just want like? Yeah.
I honestly, I don't know. It was just really nice to talk to someone again.
Okay. So, yeah, I was going to say, like you mentioned, you were lonely. So, I mean, do you think that you'd actually just want to hang out with her sometimes, or?
Possibly.
Okay. Were you just kind of going to leave it up to her to see where she wanted to take it?
Pretty much.
Okay. How do I get to you without your parents knowing? Blah, blah, blah. And he said, okay, we will have to plan this out. But for now, is it okay to see naughty pics of you through here? And he said, by the way, red looks good on you. Okay.
Oh, red's a good color.
Yeah, I don't think that was because she was underage and you like red. So, but for now, is it okay seeing naughty pics of you through here? So does naughty pics just mean?
Just, for me, naughty pics can be anything.
Okay, like underwear and bra?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or not just necessarily underwear bra, just,
Posing?
yes.
Okay. But you mentioned the word naughty pics right after you said for now the only way to see you is through here. So could naughty pics possibly be as well?
Could. Yeah.
Okay. And he said, because I want to kiss you, hold you, to you. And she said, what pee? And you said, I want to have sex with you. So, I mean, I appreciate you being honest, like, about what was said. He said, I want you so bad, I want to kiss your body, suck your and fuck you till you can't walk. I need you, I want you. I mean, you till he can't walk. You must have been really when you said that.
It's been a long time since I've been with anyone.
Okay, so you think that's kind of what played a part here?
Possibly.
Okay, possibly, or you're telling me if you had a girlfriend, you would still be doing this?
Probably not.
Okay, so do you think, again, so I'm going to ask, do you think that played a part in it?
Possibly.
What does possibly mean? Look, I get, I get you want to be honest, and, we want to be honest with each other here, but kind of giving answers, I mean, beating around the bush isn't exactly being honest.
Honestly, I'd actually forgotten about her until she messaged me the other day.
Right, and she said, do you remember me? And you said, of course I do. So you remembered who she was, you just weren't really texting her as much anymore. Okay. Then immediately when she said she was free, you were like, you could hang out. So taking photos, so what photos did you want to take of her?
Mostly topless.
Topless, okay. So were you planning on doing anything with the photos or selling them anywhere? No.
If I took any photos, it would have been just for my personal use.
Okay, basically to just too.
Basically.
Okay. Appreciate your honesty, man, so far, truly. What was your rank in the Marines?
Not very high.
I didn't ask your height. I was like, what was your rank in the Marines?
No, I stayed in the lower.
Really?
Never made it anywhere.
Did you ever So do you currently work right now?
I do.
Security?
Mm-hmm.
How's that?
Maybe.
Really? Don't get paid much, or?
It's not that, it's just they're trying to put blame on my shift that stuff doesn't happen on their shift.
Stuff doesn't happen. What do you mean stuff doesn't happen?
problems on other shifts, but they're blaming mine for it.
Like people breaking in and stuff?
No, just other people having issues with other people, movement of people to other posts.
Where are you security at? It seems pretty...
The airport.
Oh, you're TSA?
Not TSA, but I do work at the airport.
Okay. Well, being that you work at an airport, you should know stuff like this doesn't really fly.
Okay.
Yep. You said you were absolutely gorgeous, so I assume she was just a cute girl to you?
She's.
Okay. So, Richard, I mean, this stuff is graphic, dude.
I know.
I mean, I'm not shaming you for it, because trust me, I talk to my girlfriend that way, too, if not worse. And being that she's from the Middle East, you would probably do terrible things to her. But, just kidding. But, look, man, your mind's corrupted, dude. I think the PTSD, all this stuff, the internet got you into some f***ed up shit. I mean, you sent a picture of Lolly to her. You know what that Lolly is, of course. Yep. It looked like a little girl getting... It was Lolly. I mean, it's not illegal, but... It's a gateway. Sure as you know.
Yeah.
Lolly like the weed of child. So I know Facebook and Twitter are pretty notorious for getting good men sucked into really bad up things. Images. I know you were a photographer. But look, this guy's a photographer too. He has a video camera. He has a video camera. I don't think he's trying to film child. So I think the photography played a part in you wanting to do this. But, Richard, man, now's your chance to disassociate from the f***ed up people that got you into this type of stuff. There's people that traffic kids. There's people that harm children. You're not one of those guys, dude, okay? You protect kids. I know. This is a one-off. This is a one-off. I know it's a one-off, dude. But you need to tell me what you've seen online and who sent you basically child, because I know these chats don't become a thing unless that person has seen child, because your mind is so f***ed up to write this stuff. Something had to have corrupted you, man.
No one has ever sent me anything.
Where have you seen it?
Mostly Twitter.
Twitter? Mm-hmm.
But it never lasts long.
Never lasts? What do you mean?
Like, if I see it, it's gone the next day.
Oh, okay.
Or gone within a few hours. But nothing I've ever seen has ever...
So this is child just posted up on Twitter?
Twitter, yeah.
Okay.
Back long ago when I used to be on DeviantArt, it would pop up randomly.
DeviantArt? What's that?
It's a photography art site. I haven't been a part of that in some time.
When was the last time you saw on there? It's been a long time.
About 12 years.
Okay.
Because people started posting it in my comment section.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had to delete my account because I was getting tired of it being just posted in my stuff.
Do you think maybe the stuff on that camera page got you into this type of stuff?
Could. Maybe.
Okay. Because when for example, and I know theoretically if there was people watching this, they would call me a homophobe for saying this, but a lot of people are gay because they get at a young age. So I don't think the corruption of the mind is only with touching. I think if you see some f***ed up things, you can become that way too. So you saw child 12 years ago. Is that what you just told me? Okay. So based on what you're saying, it seems pretty accurate that you've had to see 10 years of child to just be this graphic to a little 11-year-old. So they may have spammed it in your comment section, this child. Do you remember what it was?
No.
Was it very young or just teens or a combination?
Combination.
How young did it go if you remember?
Probably about the same age as her.
Emily, okay, so like prepubescent.
Maybe a little younger.
Okay, so like prepubescent type. Okay. Any like toddlers and infants?
I've seen it pop up, but not in.
Where did you see it pop up?
It would just like, because I would just do randomized photos and comment. Every once in a while, I would just.
And that's on that art website? So you see infant and toddlers pop up on there? Were they getting?
I've had in the past, yes.
Okay. Were they getting like, or was it just both or both? Okay. Any videos?
No.
All
that
image.
I'm aware of, they don't allow for videos on the site.
Okay.
It's all mostly just art.
Got it.
Pictures,
Got it.
JPEGs, GIFs.
Got it. So, hey, sir. Oh, just saying hi. Hey.
Hi.
Just saying hey. Yeah. No, I almost got you there. I was just kidding, though. I wouldn't do that. That's why we're talking here. But JPEGs, GIFs. Okay, so look, man, I understand at the beginning, like, you never lied to me this whole time, but you left out some things for sure, because who wouldn't? I mean, this is a very touchy, literally touchy subject. So, you see this 12 years ago, and from what you told me, it fast forwarded 10 years of nothing, then 2 years ago this starts again during the COVID. That doesn't really make sense to me. This isn't, and I know how addictive it is to people. Once you're on it, you can't stop. You keep going.
I do love.
Yeah, that's it. In general is bad, man. So I don't think you took 10 years off of watching seeing child, and then just 3 years ago you just get into it again. That makes zero sense. I've come across zero people that are like that, or that's happened to. So after you saw it on that art website, did you just kind of get into it in a bad way, or what?
I just started looking one day, and I just.
You were just curious about it one day? Okay. How many years ago was that day, if you remember? And was it on that website?
No, I think it's because I follow a lot of stars on Twitter,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it might have just had popped up in the recommended.
Mm-hmm.
And
Are the stars you follow like flat-chested, like little?
some aren't. It just depends on who it is.
Okay. So you said one day you looked it up. What did you type in to look up child?
I didn't. Just
Well, you said one day you looked it up.
well, it's 'cause it popped up with someone else's recommendation.
No, it popped. Yeah, it popped up. So how did you know to where to find child? Because a few minutes ago you told me.
I never typed up anything. It just
Did you just type in like stuff like young girl, like general terms?
general terms.
Okay, young girl.
Teen.
Teens. Okay. Okay, knowing you were looking for underage stuff
Not necessarily at the time. Just
at the time. So when did you start looking for underage stuff?
maybe 3-4 years ago.
Okay. What would you type in to search underage stuff?
I would just do the general term teen and just whatever followed with it.
Okay. So, So you mentioned these videos, these child videos on Twitter would be gone within a day or a few hours. Okay. So, I assume you saw them, then you would check again to see if they were still there. Okay. So you wanted to go back and watch them.
Yes.
Okay. So you basically have an addiction to child is what I'm is what I'm kind of hearing right now. When's the last time you viewed child? Shit, if it's today, man, I'm not judging you any more than I would if it was months ago or years ago.
I think the last time I saw any of it, maybe about 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago? Okay. I don't think it's on Twitter anymore, is it?
But it still pops up.
Mm-hmm. Where else would you see it besides Twitter?
That's basically all I would look for on it.
Well, that's all you would look for on there? Okay. So your basically sole purpose of having Twitter was looking for little
Not
kids.
originally.
Not originally, you're right. But at this point, your sole purpose of Twitter was just kind of looking for little kids having.
Most of my Twitter is meant for sci-fi, comic, book quotes, which is what I still use it mostly for.
Okay. Kevin. Richard.
If it pops up, then I would look at it.
Do you to it?
Sometimes.
Okay. But Richard, like, looking at your.
I don't seek it out all the time.
How many times do you usually? How often do you usually seek it out?
Maybe once or twice a week.
Okay. All right. So not.
But I mostly look at regular.
Okay. Is there anything on your phone you should get rid of right now in your gallery that someone could look at that and be like, oh, that's an illegal image, or that's child?
Not illegal. I still have my photography stuff that I've taken on there, and just regular I've downloaded on occasion if I still have it.
Okay.
I recently cleaned my phone out, so I'm not sure what's all on it right now.
Well, basically, out of the, say, hundreds or thousands of images you have on there, how many do you think would be child?
Maybe 4.
4? Okay. What are those, or I don't know, are they images or videos?
Images.
Okay, of what?
Mostly bikinis. Nothing.
Mostly bikinis. Okay, so how many are just, that would be of a kid.
Okay. Maybe about the same amount, about 4 or 5.
4? Okay. How young
I've recently went and deleted a lot of stuff a few months back.
Okay. How young are the kids that are still on your phone, like in your gallery, like toddlers, infants?
No.
Okay, how old do you think they are?
14, 15,
Okay.
give or take.
Are they in it? Are they like getting the photos, or they're just posing? Okay. And that's in your gallery right now?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Where'd you get those photos from? Twitter. Oh, that's always a good place, isn't it? So how many of these underage girls that you've talked to online sent you themselves?
None.
None. So all the you got was just from Twitter. Okay. So.
And most of it's lowly.
Okay. So you think 4 images are just of the actual child on your phone right now? Okay. So how many? And I know this happens. It's even happened to me before on my regular Twitter account. But you know, these people, they send like these links to stuff, and you open it, and it's child, even though you don't ask for it. Has that ever happened to you? Like they DM you these links.
I'm getting links all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
I never click on a link. Because I don't trust links. Like even when I go do taxes or something, they send me a link on my phone, I'm hesitant to click it.
Well, has anybody ever sent you a link and you clicked it and you see it's like child? Maybe that's why I don't click them anymore. I don't know.
I did once when I had a laptop.
Oh yeah? How many years ago was this?
7.
Okay.
8 years.
Okay. So the child on that art website was 12 years ago. Twitter was 3 years ago. So 7, 8 years ago. Okay. So basically, come on, man. It's okay. It's internet stuff. All right. It's not like you're out in person.
Well, the link was from a different thing.
Okay.
And I clicked on it, and it was so massive. It actually fried mine.
It was that many images of child?
Because there was also a virus link to it. And so I no longer have a laptop.
How many images do you think popped up when you clicked on it?
More than I was expecting.
More than you were
There's
expecting?
a whole page, there's videos, and when I was trying to click out of it, that's when a virus wiped down my entire laptop.
How many pictures were you expecting?
Maybe just general, from a distance, blurred, oh, if you pay this, type of shit.
I mean, did you know that person that sent you that link on your laptop was child connected?
No, I did not.
Okay. It's just a big coincidence because I've never got sent a child link on my laptop. I don't know, it just kind of seems like you got to be kind of into it because I don't think anybody here is...
Found out that particular link, someone had hacked into their... Because it was someone that I had communicated about art in the past, so I thought that's what it was. And it...
No, Kevin you just look like Kevin to me, I'm sorry.
Well, it's just funny because that person was named Kevin.
Oh.
Well, that's what the account said.
Yeah.
And they hacked not only his account, but they hacked his website.
Wow.
And
So
for his website, they got to his bank account information.
okay.
But for me, it just was a virus that shut down my laptop.
All right, Richard. Basically, what I'm kind of getting is you just happened to see this child on this art website. You just happened to get a link sent from this guy from this art website.
Those are separate.
Yeah, but Kevin, it just seems like, look, there's a difference between a sickness and an addiction. I think you have an addiction. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt by saying that because you're not a bad guy talking to you. I can tell you care about your family. You're a good guy. You never actually harm a kid. But I've had computer viruses before. Never in my life have I just, oh shit, child popped it. No. That's just, come on, Kevin. I mean, like, you were so honest for most of this conversation, but now you want to tell me, come on. Look, if you had an addiction for 12 years, let me figure this out so we can get you this help for it, man. But around saying, oh, it was just all an accident until like 3 years ago. You don't accidentally view child for 9 years. I mean, come on, man. Who are you fooling here, dude?
Like I told you, most of the stuff I've ever seen has been just lowly stuff.
Right.
Just
do you think you've been watching Lowly for 12 years straight?
Well, not just lowly, but mostly.
Okay. So, basically every year for the past 12 years, have you seen child?
Not every year.
Okay.
Because I don't consider lowly cartoons.
Right. Child. I get it. But you're looking at real kids.
I think that at some point I just got curious to see.
Yeah, I know. It never stopped. But you've been looking at child for the past 3-4 years. You happen to see it on that art website. I don't believe that when you've had this laptop in between that time that you didn't see any child. Maybe it wasn't your preference, but I know you saw it sometimes. I don't have anything to back it up but common sense when I say that. I've just never, this is my first time talking to someone about this type of stuff. I've just never seen someone that's into child take a 10-year break from it. Ever. That just never happens because they get addicted to it. Now, it'd be different if you were producing the child and if you were spreading images of little girls you did stuff with. That's fucked up. But you got sucked into it. But you need to separate yourself from the rest of these people, man. I'm giving you that chance to do that. I know that laptop was probably littered with child, not just from the link. If it was, dude. Dude, if you've never seen child versus if you have little infants in your basement, dude, to me, I'm not judging you for anything. I'm trying to turn this around so this doesn't happen again. Because going forward, if this doesn't happen, then who cares? The past is the past. But you need to be honest about the past. How many times on your laptop did you view child?
That I viewed on there?
Probably a shit ton. I know it's a shit ton. I think everybody here knows it's a shit ton.
Not a shit ton, but enough.
Enough?
It just...
I'm not talking about lowly. I'm talking about, like, little kids having sex with adults. Or little kids...
Maybe about 30 times.
30 times on your laptop? Okay. And that was before the big old link came that destroyed it? Okay.
And I can't even turn on the laptop at all.
Do you still have it in there?
It's in here.
Okay.
But anytime I access it, it destroys all Wi-Fi in the general.
Oh, it destroys all the Wi-Fi in the general area? Wow. So, how many times... When's the last time you tried to access your laptop? Does it still not work? I mean, how do you know?
Because as soon as I pop it up, I get an email.
Uh-huh.
We're still watching you.
Well, I mean, I'm just kind of confused. I mean...
Thank you for turning on your laptop.
I mean...
Those are the messages I get.
Well, at least you can turn on something online.
And I have to immediately shut off the laptop.
Okay. Well, I mean, maybe you just haven't tried. I mean, when's the last time you actually tried accessing the laptop? I mean, surely they're not still watching you.
I tried right before we moved, about 2 years ago.
Okay. So it's been 2 years since you tried it?
And again, it popped up a message in my email. Hey, you see you turned on your laptop?
Okay. Oh God, is there any pickles we can get? Fucking starving, Goyam.
I have my wallet. I need my wallet in the car.
Oh, Jesus Christ, go get it.
Do you have the keys?
I think Fidel does. All right. Drop down and give me 20 minutes of awkward silence. Okay. Is what they had y'all do, or? Did you just like kind of recently leave the Marines, or?
I've been out for a while.
Okay. I think you got discharged today. Got some discharge looking at her photo. I thought maybe today you left. Probably a different thing. Anyway, so, I mean, dude, Rich, this can never happen again. I mean, it's just really messed up, dude. From what the looks you're doing, I know you 100% took the to that 16-year-old. You did, didn't you? No? Okay. So, let it all out, man. How many people that were kids or under 18 do you think exist that have said that, oh, Richard touched me? Two? Yeah, how old were they?
16. But I was in my early 20s.
Mm-hmm. Where'd you meet them?
One was a friend's girlfriend.
Friend's girlfriend. How old was your friend?
He was 18.
And you were how old?
21.
Okay. And the other one?
16.
And how old were you?
25.
25. How'd you meet her?
I was drunk. I was out of town. And I had woke up next morning in the hotel room.
Oh, shit. What town was that?
San Antonio. And we ran into each other awkwardly a few months later here in DFW.
Yeah. Okay.
And that was the last time we spoke.
Yeah, it sounds like I mean, I believe that happened. And again, you're not dishonest. You just leave out some shit because you're not a sociopath. Sociopaths would have just told me everything. We'd be done here in 5 minutes. But you do have a conscience about this, and that I appreciate, man. But I know it's not just 16-year-olds. It never is. Come on, man. You've been watching child for 12 years. You already...
Those are the two I've ever touched.
Yeah? Did you have sex with them?
I would assume so. Well, at least with the second one. The first one, yeah.
I mean, okay. So, again, I have no proof of this, but you know, you have to meet me halfway here. I'm failing to see how a guy who watches child for 12 years, who basically, I don't know, lures an 11-year-old girl to his house to take photos where his family is there with a boy who's a cancer patient. You've done this more. I know. And I think there's been quite a few times where you weren't thinking, man. You're good. Once it's out in the open, it's addressed, and we can move on from this, dude. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But how old was your, and I'm going to use this term because we need to come to terms with this. How old was your youngest victim in person?
16.
Oh, Richard, that's horseshit.
No, I'm not kidding.
Okay. So let's be honest about one more thing. You claim there's 4 images of child on your phone. Every time they set a number, you can always add at least 10 times what they're saying. So are we talking thousands of images of child on your phone, or dozens? Or if it's really 4, it's 4. But I know it has to be more than 4.
Maybe dozens. I don't know.
Dozens.
It's so far down in the memories I have to look for.
So you've just been saving it for a couple of years now.
If I still have them, yeah.
Okay. So you think you've saved probably dozens of child images in your life?
Possibly, yeah.
Okay. Okay. It's fine. What do you, I mean, does anybody know that you basically have an attraction to minors?
No.
Not your family, nobody? So does anybody besides, I guess, did the 16-year-old's boyfriend ever find out that you f***ed her?
Who do you think let me f*** her?
Oh, well, I guess as a 16-year-old can't give consent. I guess the 18-year-old did. Makes sense.
We were at a party and he was like, hey, I know you haven't had, she was my first.
Oh, really?
I know you're a virgin. Hey, you wanna go f*** my girlfriend? I thought he was joking.
We're gonna turn this around today, dude. I appreciate how honest you've been, Richard. Truly, it takes a man to do that. I'm glad nothing ever happened today, dude. I really am. I really am. Because you know the term, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words may never hurt me. Words didn't hurt her, but a stoned stick definitely would have today. It's evil shit, man. Evil. Might as well be a because they're so evil. And you like the color red? Communist. But I give you credit, dude. It takes a man to come clean about this stuff, bro. Truly. Out of all the conversations I've done with this, there's only a very small amount that have come clean about it. The few, the proud, the brave. Don't want to get an H&B violation.
What's up, guys? So if you want to see this awesome breakdown, head on over to Locals in the pinned comment. That's how to keep us getting the worst of the worst like this guy. And so you can see tons of uncensored content, including this whole video, plus the next over 10 catches early. Yeah, obviously I feel safer posting this on Locals because they're very strict here. But go on to Locals in the pinned comment, join it, and you can see that happen. Very entertaining. Appreciate it. Go join the pinned comment.
Kevin? No, I'm just kidding.
Is that coffee?
No, here, pick one.
Okay. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Okay. Oh, dude, this one sucks.
And that wasn't even all. We ended up playing Go Fish with his chat logs, reading them as loud as we can. You can see that in locals in the pinned comment. Go join.
How's it going, sir? Yes, sir.
Hello.
Hi. These are all out of order now, but basically, this guy's name is Richard, and he invited who he thought was an 11-year-old girl over to have sex with. He admitted to everything on camera. He voluntarily talked to us. He said he has child on his phone right now. That could be four images to dozens of images. And he said he's been watching child for 12 years, and he admitted to 16-year-olds, but back in the day. So he's been very honest to his credit. I think he does need some help, and he's not proud that he's like this, but he's like this, and I think something needs to be done about it. That's what he called.
Can I see what you got?
Yep, these are all out of order now, but like, he admits that he knew she was underage, all that stuff. And we did say our age at the beginning, that we were 11.
A lot of pages here.
Yep.
Which one is from y'all and which one's from me?
He's on the left. He's light, we're dark.
What'd you say?
He's the one, if it says Emily, it's you.
What's your name? Richard. You have your ID with you, Richard?
No, I did not.
Yeah, he lives in this complex here, sir.
I'm gonna let y'all talk to my partner. Here, Richard, come over here for a second.
Here for if you want to support us on locals, make sure this can keep happening because YouTube wants to prevent this from happening. Support us in the pinned comment. It's $7 a month. It really helps us out to continue to do this because YouTube wants to prevent this from happening. Anyway, he is arrested. Let's freaking go.
Hey, you see that? That's our first international arrest in Canada. Oh, you see that? That's our arrest in our 42nd state in Delaware. YouTube's censoring channels like this left and right. If you want to keep this movement alive, consider joining locals in the pinned comment. You can see all of these uncensored, no filter, for only $7 a month. And you can keep this movement alive in spite big tech. Choice is yours. You can support the group that has an arrest in 42 different states in 2 countries. You can see catches like the fire lieutenant, which I can't post publicly until after his trial. You can see all Stinghouse content that I think is too spicy for here, plus much, much more. Contribute directly to getting these people off the streets. Keep yourself entertained. Keep us going. Join locals. Pin comment.